Hello everyone, welcome back to another Krinnos build diary. Look, we're back here again! Oh, look at this, this is brilliant. Twice, so close together, probably. I don't know when this will come out. Yeah, if you are on the Discord, which I do recommend you join, I showed off this is the corridor design I designed for the I did for the basement. These are the bedrooms, which I sort of did design when on the stream in the beginning of January, and I felt quite ill, and I didn't redo a lot of it. They're all the same room. I will probably go back afterwards in detail and make them a bit more different. So what this episode's going to be is doing this, and this area. And possibly what's going to go underneath as well. Yes, this is going to be what's going to be. And that's the entire basement of the palace done, and we can start doing all the upper levels, all the big fancy rooms like the ballroom and the what you call it? What's the other thing I was going to build? Ballroom, library, the throne room, and all that sort of stuff. All that big, fun, funky stuff. So what's going to be here is a little storeroom. So what I've built here is a sort of dummy, a little dummy run. So it's going to be sort of it's all going to be filled in, and it's going to have lots of chests and barrels on it and stuff. There's going to be about 3 of these. Over here is going to be a sort of living area, sort of like a common area, maybe it might have like a little bar or something with it as well. It won't take up the whole space. And this over here is going to be the kitchen and food storage. I'm going to have some little storage rooms, maybe like along here or wherever. Because the entrances are going to be here somewhere. So these corridors I think are going to keep going in, and then we're going to have, I think, staircases possibly here as well. I'm not too sure. I think over on this end we're going to have staircases as well, because, well, this end's going to be... So that's where, if you saw all those blocks here on the end, that marks where the church sort of bit goes. This is going to be sort of like the little built-in chapel. And then there's also going to be a staircase connecting this to the upper floor. But this isn't going to be the only kitchen. I want to build another kitchen when I do the big main dining room, the sort of banquet room. That's going to have its own separate kitchen. So a chance this isn't going to fill up the whole space. I'm not planning it to. So yeah, I think we'll do the kitchen first. That's the one I'm most interested to build. It's one I've thought about the most. So yeah, we'll go do the kitchen first. So let's get building and cue the music. Alright, so after that very nice time lapse there, used with a bit more flashback magic, we're here. I've tried to put the shaders on because I like the shaders, and now we're gonna have sort of the tour and look through everything we've built. So this is the first thing. This is the kitchen. A few things might have changed between the clips. Where I've gone back and added a few things I thought looked nice. So we had the first thing we built were these big ovens. We've put sort of blackstone here. To sort of mark they've sort of been sort of scorched a bit more. It sort of works, I think. I like the carpet to sort of mark sort of soot sort of gathering. Mainly inspired by more sort of Tudor / Elizabethan kitchens. I was sort of searching this up, and that's why I found mainly these sort of ideas and how they have these sort of. I think they're more sort of alcoves. They're a bit more deeper, sort of like, and they sort of mimic the oven. And these chimneys, these will go through the entire build. I will make sure where these sit, and they will build through the entire thing. There'll be cobblestone probably on the top, but they will be through here. I love these pillars, these sort of timber sort of pillar things, and we have the trapdoors on the side just to give them a bit more depth. What did we build? Oh yeah, we built these things after. Yeah, hanging baskets. I also looked up at a few Minecraft medieval kitchens, but a lot of this, especially for the tavern-y, break roomy thing, that took a bit of inspiration from real life things. One thing I've done with this is I've looked less at Minecraft builds and more at sort of real life builds, taking inspiration more from like reality rather than just Minecraft, and I think it has sort of worked off quite well. And as you can see here, I've started to actually sort of texture using birch wood, sort of like strip birch mixed with the sandstone and little bits of regular sandstone in, just to make the walls look a bit more cracked. Yeah, we've got these things. Yeah, decoration. One big thing we've used are I almost forgot about them, but they're the what's it called? For the mace head. What are they called? Heavy cores. I've used a few of them. I don't know if you saw them at the time, so I have used them. There's another one up there, and there's another one over there, and they do work quite well as a nice sort of like little pot of something. We've got candles. We've got wood pressure plates to make sort of chopping boards. Yeah, hanging baskets are cool, because I thought that you need something underneath a flower pot to hold it up, but apparently you don't. And then we've got some chiseled bookshelves just for a bit of interesting, like, ooh, look at books. We've got sea pickles. There's some over there as well. I think there's also, I think I put turtle eggs over there just to mimic sort of like little bowls and little pots of stuff. Little sort of little keg things here with the trapdoors. Now this you didn't see. Oh, there's another barrel of wine there. But this you didn't see because I forgot to build it. But this is, we open up some cake in there. This is a dumb waiter. I am planning to have this go through like the chimneys, but I'm going to mark where this is a bit more properly because the banquet hall is going to have its own kitchen. This kitchen is going to serve essentially the rest of the palace. Essentially, more importantly, all the sort of apartment. So the idea is they'll ask a servant or something or someone to, I would like this. Can you send it up to my room? And then they send the message down to the cooks make it, the cooks put it in here, they winch up to the 4th floor or whatever, and the servant comes up and collects it, the servant gives it to the person that ordered it. Very nice little system. Of course it doesn't work, it's just made of, it says chains. Chains work better with this than fence posts because, well, they don't connect to the walls. I guess I could have used that or like iron bars and then used like the debug stick, but I couldn't be bothered. Oh, we got these little tables in the middle here. But at the moment we just got this, and I like this one full of like more baked goods. We've got bread and pie and cake. So through here, this is the corridor. I think I ever showed you the corridor. I was a bit weird with it because I wanted to have, because of course it's sort of slanted. It does look a little bit like some sort of rustic Dalek city, doesn't it? With the sort of curve more on this side than this side. But if I had it this way, it felt a little bit too cramped. And these are of course the back of the chimney. I want to have the chimney sort of poke out. I thought it would look quite cool. And if we go through these rooms, I think there's a little shelf. I didn't detail these shelves at the end here. I've got to detail the shelves, never mind. This is the first one, sort of a vegetable and sort of miscellaneous sort of storage area. So there's lots of barrels and beehives, little boxes and chests and vases. I changed the barrels you saw, those ones, like I'm trying to make one of potatoes with like raw iron ore. And I thought, no, you could just do it. We'd just have an item frame on the top. We've got melons, we've got pumpkins. A great little pumpkin tree. You guys usually do it as melons as well, but I think pumpkins, it fits better. Is using a singular seed pickle to sort of make like a stalk. I think I did that on the Ironfall wall as well. And I don't really know why, but little bits of moss carpet just dotted around. Really helps with the floor. Really makes it look a bit sort of messy. And then here we have a sort of a herb garden. And I think you saw it in the time lapse. I've put string on top of the saplings to stop them from growing. The ones I don't think they would grow in this environment, especially not the dark oak ones. And then we've got more of these little hanging little pots of herbs and things. This one has to be quite dark because of what's inside. If you hold the lantern with this, does it actually emit light? It does. Lovely. This is the meat chiller. Because this is like not like proper ice. I think I did hide a soul lantern in the corner here. I might add one sort of behind here as well, just to add a little bit of light. This says something so you can see a little bit. So we've got lots of stacks of just raw food here, and then we've got, of course, just piles of just good old netherrack. I was planning to make one of netherwort, but I think just netherrack just looks so much better than little bits of resin dust on the floor to make blood. We've got the wine room, the winery. I was going to plan this one. I wanted this to be a bit bigger, I think, originally, but I think you see this whole build really in the time. So I think the only thing you don't see is I put these little barrels in the corner here. Let's go look at the next room, which I think was the storeroom. So the storeroom, I've given it doors. I think you see doors in this one. Now you don't really see a lot of it because I didn't go into like the levels. I sort of did the whole thing from a bird's eye view because I did the roof last. Ooh, I didn't show them in the kitchen, but I built these. This was actually recommended by Crimbo because I teased the kitchen, which was the first one I did. I teased it in the Discord. Crimbo said, "Why don't you add like sort of weathered? These are exposed copper. It adds a good splash of colour as well. A lot nice, very different colour." So yeah, can I have my lantern back, please? Because this bit is a bit quick, dull as well. But it's meant to be quite dim, I think, this one. So all these floors are very different. They have very unique things, especially on the top bit. So this one's got lots of explosives and, you know, red candles look a bit like sticks of dynamite. We've got mainly beds, beehives or boxes, crates, barrels, chests, flower pots, vases. On a few of them, I put some cobwebs on the top. We've got, again, spare beds, lots of pots. A few banners sort of just lying around. We've got a few unique things like lecterns, crafting tables. And then in the middle here we have this sort of quite unique pile of sort of more unique curios. We've got things like a copper rod, lamp, loom. I love the amethyst crystal in the light here. Another damage anvil. And we've got some more big barrels and then some more piles of wood. And of course, lastly, we have the tavern room. Now this has definitely changed up probably the most since the video. So yeah, this one I think you do see me put the sort of copper braces in the walls. This is one of the new paintings, the new 3x3 one. I knew they had 3x3 ones, so I wanted to add them in. We've also got one of the new 2x2 ones here. I love this. Is probably my new favourite painting. I just love it. I love the colour and stuff. There's another one of the new ones. Yeah, we've got sort of curios over the bar. I want it to be sort of like a square bar, but I wanted them to line up with these pillars, and it would look really tiny. But I don't want to space the pillars out anymore. I want to keep it quite small. And I think I've sort of achieved that quite well. The one thing I wanted to do was I wanted to put probably shelves and stuff over the tables, but I've sort of left that. I think the other thing I haven't done, I've just remembered, is I want to put carpet, sort of, especially a carpet sort of in the middle here, for the floor, because the floor is, I should add a bit more plank than strip wood. There's a brilliant technique I found with, sort of, if you want to quickly sort of texture walls, like what I've done here. So you may have seen in the time-lapse, it was all regular sandstone. So what the commands was, it's just sort of set sandstone. So I did replace sandstone with smooth sandstone, and then comma, so you can add another block, and then sandstone again. And then what you do is you keep pressing that until you get the little amount, because it's still adding smaller bits of smooth sandstone. Another thing I changed since the time lapse is I put a bookshelf here and on the other side. I think I also moved where the bell goes. I have it sitting sort of middle, so that's the sort of, you ring that for last orders. And then back here, because you have these in sort of pubs, it's just a little sort of privacy wall, so you can sit in the corner and have a more sort of intimate discussion. It does feel like a real. I mean, I will do a proper tavern, and it probably will be a bit more similar to this, but a lot bigger and more fancier. This is more like a sort of good sort of demo for you to sort of practice these sort of skills. But they all follow very similar sort of things. Like they've all got the beams in the ceiling. They're all not too big. One thing I was worried of was making these rooms too big and not filling them up. But I think this is sort of the perfect sort of mix, actually, with all these buildings. Things I've got left to do is add in the staircases, because of course I still got to add it into the build. That was one thing I was hoping to do actually before I did this tour, but I forgot. I just want to get it sort of done, because I want to get this finished, because I want to get started on the next bit, which of course will be the bigger rooms, the sort of main bits, like the throne room, the library. I might do maybe all the big rooms together, and then maybe I'll do all the sort of apartments in its own video. Maybe I might do it sort of bit by bit. Or I might do it all in one go. I don't know. Why is the game sort of now lagging? Now I'm going outside. I think now. Oh, it's sort of chugging. Oh, it's like the chug. Okay, I'm gonna sort of stand still. It's not calming down. Oh god, why is it? It's just jittering. If I turn the shaders off, will that fix it? Thank you very much for watching. The next one will be probably the rest of the palace. That might be a very long. That might be a bit longer of a video. I'll try to get it built by the end of the month, but you probably won't see it until probably after next month. And then once we've done the palace, we will start doing the main city, I think. And I'll start to develop some more plans for the rest of the island after we've done the city, like all the extra stuff that will be dotted around. But that will all be revealed when I build it. And then when it's finally done, I can do the tour, and I can release the video into the map into the wild. I'm going to put it on Planet Minecraft, I think, and you can all have a play, and you can all find the secrets I'll have put in between videos, because I'm planning quite a few secrets. Most of them sort of within the world, some might be a bit sort of out there, a few little references. But yeah, that's far in the future. So yes, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode, whenever that may be. And goodbye.
Didn't go quite to plan.
It was funny though.